Welcome back, friends, and happy Sunday to everyone. We definitely worked so hard entire week, so it's time for us to restore and to recover our physical bodies. Sunday doesn't have to be lazy, so let's go ahead and start this practice on our back. We definitely need to move. Our body created for movements. It doesn't have to be a hard workout on Sunday. It can be a walk outside or gentle yoga practice with me. Go ahead and take your arms, guys, behind your head. Just extend your body. Make your physical body feel good. Let the tension from the physical and from mental and emotional body as well. Your week could be challenging, full of events, meeting new people, achieving new goals. But this is your time. Before we begin this practice, let's set an intention. Not to judge, not to compare. Definitely let go of anything what doesn't serve us. Any anxiety, any aggression, any fear, discontent. We're all human beings. And sometimes we hold on those feelings, but it doesn't do any good for us. All it does is poison the body and keep the precious space away from the greatness, from healing, from gratitude, from happiness, from love. So just let it go. On inhalation, expand your belly, and on exhalation, let the belly contract, let the all air go. Let's do it one more time. Inhalation through the nose, expand your belly, feeling happy. And on exhalation, let all the tension go. Let's open up our eyes and slowly draw our one leg up. You can definitely bend that knee if you have to. You can start to use your straps or towels to reach to that foot if you wish to keep your knee extended, or hold where you can. All we're doing right now, we opening the hips, the lower back, and stretching Achilles and the hamstrings. So add a little gentle press on that leg if you can. It doesn't have to be a hard one. In through the nose, out through that nose. Relaxing breath with awareness to our body, and slowly start to bend your knee. Bend your knee first and then put your hands right on top. Your knee may or may not go all the way down. That's not the goal. We again opening the lower back and the hips, starting nice and slow. Let's give this one a few extra breaths. Inhalation and exhalation directed directly to your hip flexor. Let's slowly let go of that knee bend. Go ahead and reach to your ankle if you can. You don't have to. And see if you can bring your foot all the way across. It's a good stretch all the way across on the floor. Reach up with your arm if you can, if it feels comfortable. Close your eyes, hold your ankle if it's there. And give your body a few extra breathing cycles with awareness. Feeling your body on the floor, on your mat. Feeling alive, feeling here. Feeling now, because at the end of the day, your life is happening right now, and you choose to spend it here, doing your stretches, spend it with me. So let's take the best of this time together. And let's slowly draw your other leg closer to the base of your body. That first leg is still bent, and you will put your ankle right on top on your knee. You can stay right up here, nice and gentle hip opening, or go ahead and reach your hips, guys, off the ground. We definitely making sure that there is no pressure, no tension on our shoulders. We always making sure that our neck is feeling simply good. Keep on breathing, guys, and we will finalize this quick flow on this side with that other second leg. It's a left for me extension, and that will add an extra gentle opening to your hip flexor on the right. You don't have to do it this way. You can keep that leg on the floor. It's just an option if you want to go for a little bit deeper stretch. Beautiful. We will go ahead and switch the legs and repeat exactly the same flow with awareness and breath to our body from the other side. So take in your left, maybe towels, straps if you can reach, and try to keep your knee extended, guys. We're doing that so we can stretch our Achilles and the hamstring, start to work on the lower back and the hips. But if you have to bend your knee, then you have to bend your knee for today, not a big deal. Give me a couple more extra breaths and then start to bend your knee. After you bend your knee, we will bring our both hands on top of the foot and gently send that knee down towards the floor. Again, it may go there, it might not go there, depend on your hips flexibility level, but that's not the goal. We're just working on leveling the pelvic floor here, making sure that our hips nice and open, back is feeling good. Give me another breath or two. And then slowly take your hand on the other side and draw this foot across, exactly what we did from the other side. Make sure that you laying nice and flat on your back, right? You can use strap for this one too, like strap with a loop if you can reach. Take your arm all the way up. Close your eyes and just enjoy your stretch. Life is so short not to enjoy every single second of it, right? It will fly by really quickly, just like a day's Monday and the Monday again, and then the week, 2, 3, and months through. That's amazing how sometimes time flies too fast. All right, let's go ahead and draw the foot back towards the base of the body. And you can definitely remain up here, maybe even gently pressing on the inner thigh. Or you can come with me for the gentle bridge with the one leg, still working on the opening in the hip flexor. Taking another deep breath in, deep breath out, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, return your hips back, extend your leg. You can keep it slightly bent if you have to. You can use your straps, and we bring a little bit more opening to that left hip flexor, left side. Give it another breath or two, calming down. Feels good. And let's slowly undo our both legs. We will continue with a few different variations of the bridge today. We'll begin very simple. Let's take our hips up, making sure that the hands, elbows, wrists, and upper arms on the floor. Your feet also, guys, grounded. It can be very hard to hold the bridge, even simple variation, if you hold in a lot of pressure on the shoulders. So we're distributing our body weight in between arms, in between hands, in between feet, and even glutes supporting, shoulders, shoulder blades, and there is nothing on your neck, of course. Keep on holding it. I will talk you through for the longer hold. And let's slowly bring the hips back down and just give your body a good hug. How often we give hugs to ourselves? Not often. Not often, always forget. We give hugs to others, hopefully. The good, generous hugs, right? But we forget about ourselves. Very nice. So you can repeat this bridge one more time, or you can come for a little bit different variation of Siddha Bandhasana bridge when you connect your both hands together and lift the hips up. It's a great stretch for shoulders, good for the back, and it's actually strengthening your body. Very, very good way. Breathe in, breathe out. Feeling happy, feeling content, feeling alive. We constantly feeding our body words of affirmation, sensation of the affirmation, right? That positive feeling. We're growing it up within. All right, we come down. Go ahead and extend your legs And give yourself another good stretch. Reach all the way. And slowly come on up, guys, with me. All the way to the seated position. And we will continue with the seated forward fold, with a simple seated forward fold here. And your forward fold might not look as deep as mine yet. That is okay. All you want to do, you want to practice to fold forward through the hip flexor, always through the hip flexor. Maybe it's gonna look like this, maybe you're gonna go a little bit deeper, but try not to compromise your back and your legs. Unless you have a really severe back injuries, keep your knees extended, your kneecaps flat on the floor. But if you do have some severe injuries, you can always bend your knees and just practice your forward folds like this for a while. So we're still holding it. I try to distract you with my talks, but we're still holding it, and you don't have to hold it still. You can rise up and then go back down, and rise up again and then again go back down. Just nice and gentle. Straight is breathe and flow. We call this breathe and flow. Inhalation, awareness to the breath. Exhalation, diving into the form. And we will give it another healthy, strong breath. And let's slowly start to rise up. So just like we did on our supine position, we will start to bring our one leg up. Definitely bend your knee to begin with. See if you have to, especially if you feel that your back is doing this, you're trying to extend your leg. So definitely bend your knee first. You can support yourself with the other hand. You can draw your both hands. Try to focus, guys, on a long extended back and lifting your chest up. So again, lifting your chest up and soft, neutral, feel good, extended back. Shoulders, of course, relaxed and away from the ears. We don't want to block the airflow. We're just holding it. We're holding it for an extra breath or two. And remember just how we did it on the floor, laying down. See if you can step across. For some people, it's still a challenge, so you guys can put your foot right next to your lap. What we want to pay attention here is to make sure that we're nice and leveled on our sit bones. We will take the same side arm, which is the leg across, and go for the very gentle half spinal twist. Very gentle half spinal twist. Let's take a few extra nurturing inhalations and exhalations, just being calm and diving even deeper into that half spinal twist. Come back. If you have to undo your legs, definitely do that. But if you can, still stay with me with your leg across. We go ahead and we dive for the seated forward fold again right here. We just give it another breath or two. Today we're practicing wide-legged Virasana with props, with the blocks or pillows, or without if you don't have to. Not right now after we open that other leg, but we will do some preparation. So if this one is a little bit too intense, you don't have to bring the knees and the feet as wide first of all, but you can also, instead folding that foot outside, you can fold it inside for the regular seated easy position. We will take our shoulders all the way towards the front and go for another seated forward fold. Feeling good, feeling spacious, full of energy, flexible body, alive body. If you haven't done your yoga practice before and this is your first class, or you just dive in the journey of stretching and relaxation, you can call it yoga, you can call it stretches. You probably can't imagine how much benefits the daily stretching can bring you. Your body feels so amazing, so young and controlled, vital, and actually younger and younger every single day if we truly practicing our yoga much often than just once a week. Alright, and in all of our classes I always try to include an extra stretches. Let's go ahead and switch the sides. But if you have time, and I always say about it, if you have time after intense 30-45 minutes workout to work in another 15-20-30 minutes of the yoga practice, it doesn't have to be a power yoga. That's always good, always good. So you can bend your knee or extend your leg if that's available, and shoulders down all the way. Hold it with me. Inhalation through the nose, and on exhalation we draw this leg a little bit farther. Put your lower backs, guys. Lift shoulders away from the ears, nice and open airflow, feeling good. And then slowly, guys, go ahead and take your foot across, just exactly like we did when we've been on our back. If you can put it across, not a big deal. You're gonna put it outside. Level your sit bones and your shoulders first, and then we will go for the half spinal twist. We're gonna give it a few gentle breaths here. Look behind the shoulder, close your eyes. Sit where it's comfortable, how it's comfortable. Trying to connect with our body. Mind and body, they one. Mind and body, they one. One cannot exist without another. Sometimes we have some dissonance. Mind wants to push and body is lazy, or vice versa. Mind is lazy, body feels like it wants to push, but the mind is sluggish. So by practicing all of these things, we build a strong mind-body connection. Let's go ahead and return back to the center. Level your sit bones first if it's out of balance on the floor, and if it's possible, go ahead and fold forward a little bit deeper. And again, if your ankle or knee doesn't feel comfortable enough to relax, it might be challenging, but you still can relax, and that's okay. But if the discomfort becomes even greater, then we have to switch the place where we are. You can always take your foot outside. And let's go ahead and rise back up. We will take this foot all the way outside. Whether it's 90 degrees or even wider or less, not a big deal. Just make sure you find the place when you sit level, and then when you can do at least a little forward fold with me. We will hold it for a few extra seconds. Working a lot on the hips and lower back today. We also will work on our feet a little bit later and our shoulders. And let's slowly return back up. Now, I want to make sure, guys, you're using your props. If you have your pillows or your blocks, which is better, handy, then it's time for you to reach for your blocks if you don't sit in between your feet, and put your blocks or your pillows underneath. Today we're practicing Whiteness hero pose, which is not much harder or not much more simple and achievable. It's just a little bit different. But if you have a regular Virasana already, this would be pretty easy for you. What I want to make sure, guys, if you don't have any props in your house, pillows or blocks or books, you can definitely use your fist. What you don't want to do is to sit on your feet, because that's not going to help you to open. If that's pretty challenging, even sitting on your props, you continue to sit there. Maybe readjust, make it a little bit higher if you have to. If it feels good, close your eyes. And we all spend here just a few extra breathing cycles. If you have to come out, you have to come out. But I promise you, If you use your blocks and your pillows or any other elevation, safe, stable platforms to prop your body so it feels comfortable on the hip flexors and lower back, that will improve and you will be able to hold it for longer. If you absolutely have to come out right now, you feel like your hips on fire, knees on fire, ankles, you can't handle this anymore, you count in the seconds, definitely guys, come out and go to your child pose, and we will meet you there, and it's just in a few breaths. If you can, come with me, then we all together place the elbows on the floor, maybe going even further, and bringing your forehead on the ground. You don't have to go as deep, you can continue to stay upright seated or come a little bit deeper. Very good, guys. We'll give it another breath or two together. Feels a little bit challenging for me, but really good from the other side. Alright, let's go ahead and make our transition to the tabletop. Do it guys your way, you don't have to do it my way. I'm gonna go straight from this white leggings hero pose Virasana to the tabletop, but you can do one leg at a time. Wrist, elbow, shoulders, one on top another, and we just going for the gentle, feel good cat and cow. All the way up and down. Make your body feel spacious, especially your back. Try to use the full range of motion here. And one more, guys. Good job. We're going to hold our gentle form, shoulders up, back and down, tailbone up. We're definitely not holding the breath, but we're holding the form. Keep on breathing. You don't have to stay static at all. You can move right, left, wiggle your tailbone. And let's go ahead and switch the hold. Again, we're breathing. We're not holding the breath at all. We're breathing actively. We scoop the stomach in, relax the neck. Staying here for another breath or two. And slowly, guys, tuck the toes. Sit back on your toes, just like you do your puppy pose, almost in the child pose at one. Like puppy and child at one. Tuck your toes, extend your arms, your chest, your ribcage, floating through the center of your body. And at the same time, you straighten your toes. Put your forehead, guys, on the floor or the block. We give it a breath or two here. Very nice. Come on back up, and we're ready for the one leg extension. We will find a stability of the surface here and move our foot tiny little bit out. Let's find a little balance, and then we're gonna go for the stretches right up here. If you can reach your ankle, that's great. That's amazing. Great balance. We're holding, we're straightening, we're readjusting, making sure our body feels good. Very nice. And let's go ahead and send this leg back extended, toes into the floor. That feels so good on that Achilles. And while you're holding it, we will add cat and cow here. Just like this. Continue to press your toes right into the floor, and we add a gentle cat and cow right here. Very nice. And let's slowly bring the knee back. We do exactly the same from the other side. Let's reach the leg up, find stability in the surfaces. Make sure your hand, your knee, move your back foot slightly for support. Extend first, find the balance, and then once you're ready, let's go ahead and bind with the ankle. We practicing expansion through the ribcage to all directions, guys. And we extend the back with lengthening. You're gonna feel that in your quadricep as well. Breathe in, breathe out, and slowly send your left leg, extended leg, into the floor with your toes. Press first, feeling a good quality stretch from the heel to the glute. And then we're gonna add a gentle cat and cow here. Very good. Just the gentle cat and cow. Time is flying so fast. Let's do one more. And back into the center. Go ahead, guys, and dive into your hips for your child pose. Take a deep breath in and through the top, through your spine, all the way flow up to your dog or cobra. If this is too much, put your elbows on the floor, guys. Let's wiggle our tailbone just a tiny little bit. It's a very gentle movement of the pelvic floor, just to open up our back a little bit more. This is it. And let's slowly send the hips back all the way down towards the heels. Very nice. We go one more time, all the way through the center. Take your hips on the floor, roll your shoulders, and now hold together. We will bring the belly on the ground. Take your hands inside. Open up a little bit wider, guys. Inhalation. Exhalation. Back down. Open up a little bit wider. Reach. Rise. Breathe in. And on exhalation, look underneath. Then one elbow. Just a gentle look under. And come on up, guys. Rise up. On exhalation, all the way. Another side. Very nice. We will go ahead and send our one arm underneath and make sure that we stay on the side of the body. If you have to move your foot under, you can do that for more stability. Bring that slightly up front. Put your head on the arm and expand, guys. Expand and extend all the way through. Very good. Nice and calm. Let's go ahead and bring the knee back on the ground. Put your elbow approximately underneath your shoulder and gently give it for the half prone frogger. Doesn't have to go really low. Just give it a good stretch here. Very nice. And let's do the same thing from the other side. So extend your arm under and roll over on the side. Make sure you put your head on your arm so your upper body can rest, your shoulders and your neck. And we bind with the ankle, with straighten, just like we did on a kneeling position, but it's more relaxing because we are on the floor. And let's slowly bring our knee on the floor, elbow underneath the shoulder, and a prone half frogger. Try to keep your belly on the floor, guys, and gently send the power from the upper body, not just from your wrist, from the upper body. Very nice. Go ahead and undo your both feet. Kick your both legs up and just bring your hands right on top. You don't have to go for the full prone frogger. You can continue to do one leg at a time or give it a gentle press on top on the both feet. Relaxing your belly, relaxing your chest, of course, soft eyes, and slowly let it go. Let's go ahead and rise up, shoulders up, back and down, and slowly Makes a transfer back on your kneeling position. This time big toes together and the knees wider. Let's go ahead and dive into the Whiteness child pose, or we call it moon pose. Make sure that you're comfortable. You can handle this. You can put your hands or fists underneath your chin, maybe your blocks underneath your forehead. As long as your back, knees and hips are comfortable, it's all good. Taking a deep breath in. Close your eyes in exhalation. Filling up our body with warm, healing, nurturing energy. Intentions of being healthy, being strong, being happy. Intentions for healing. Very important step. All the health, all the vitality starts within, not from outside. Inside out approach. If we want our health to change, if we want our environment to change, we begin within, and we begin with the nurturing, happy, kind, fulfilling thoughts. Because thoughts will produce the feelings inside. The thoughts and feelings will produce different behaviors towards ourselves and towards others, which will procure different action inside out. Different action, different reaction. It's all interconnected. Different action, different thoughts, different intention, different outcome. Before we change outside environment, how we look, how we want to look, how we want the people to look at us, if that's important, what things we want to achieve, we start inside out. Let's slowly rise up. And let's go ahead and bring, guys, our both knees together. That was a long hold in that wide-legged child pose. Go ahead and sit back on your feet or any place your body can support seated. Let's take our arms all the way up. Bring them up, extend your back, close your eyes or keep your eyes open. Touch on the side, gentle lateral bend, bend your elbow, and give yourself that little gift of flexibility. One more time. When the body is flexible, body is alive. Flexible body, flexible mind. Rigid mind, rigid body, right? Let's reach all the way up. Close your eyes and draw anything you want to bring into your life, into your body, into your heart, into the lives of the closed ones. Smile with your heart. Put a lot of warmth, happiness, and love inside your heart. Radiate every single pore. Your happiness, your smile, your kindness, fulfillment, progress. Look inside. Open your heart, guys. Share your smile with others. And flow through the rest of this beautiful Sunday with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste, everyone.